Heyo, today is June 25th, and this is episode 57's gonna get a little nerdy today. I'm gonna talk some science for you, because you know me, I love it. So have you ever changed your mind about something, like years after you were really supposed to? And that was me. That was me with pre-bolusing. I'm just being honest with you. I didn't start doing it because somebody showed me their perfect graph number or whatever, or because my perfect graph happened. I saw a stat, and this stat may actually help you, because you might look at this and go, wait, what? What? My name's Neil. This is your best T1D year podcast. I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes during Air Force flight training. It was in the 90s, and for way too long, I didn't really even think that the timing of insulin made that much difference. And turns out it kind of does. Oh, probably does. Let's just cut to the chase here, okay? I want to talk to you for a minute about some of the stats that kind of shook me a little bit in this process. So, a team of researchers from Yale and Stanford, they published a study in Diabetes Technology and Therapeutics. This is about 2021. And it looked at young adults with type 1 diabetes who were using insulin pumps. And they found that the group who pre-bolused 15 to 20 minutes before meals had a 20% higher time in range than the group who didn't. That's not small potatoes, okay? That is multiple hours a day where their blood sugar wasn't bossing them around, all right? But the kicker is the people who pre-bolused also needed fewer correction boluses afterwards. I don't know about you, but that's sign me up for that, okay? And then there's another case study that the Diabetes Research and Clinical Practice Journal did in 2020, where they tracked kids and teenagers using CGMs. Pre-bolusing in that study led to an average A1C improvement of 0.7%. Now, look, I don't even know if you ever tried to nudge your A1C down by that much, but it is not just like a line on a report card. It changes how our body feels, and it's a big deal. Now, here's why that matters in real life, okay? Most of us don't change our habits because of a chart. Let's just be honest. We change because of how tired we are, feeling like we're losing the game we never asked to play. And I know seeing a stat like this might even be more important. So I'm going to throw a third one in here, okay? A survey from the International Diabetes Federation, remember that's the IDF, they found, and I said this about a week ago, 77% of people with diabetes say that daily blood sugar management negatively affects their mental health. That one, I brought that back in because I just want to remind you, you're in the majority, okay? Let's say it again. 3 out of 4 of us are mentally exhausted by this. So when one small shift like pre-bolusing can lighten that mental load even a little bit, that's not just helpful, that's a lifeline. That's somebody threw us a lifeline. Now, I know if you've tried pre-bolusing, even just once this month, just to see what would happen, you're not behind, okay? That curiosity, that level of experimentation is legit. And you are in the part of the story where the hero picks up the tool, right? The sword, the whatever that changes the next chapter. That's that moment for you. And if you've missed every chance to pre-bolus this week, there's no shame in that. Okay, just start again at the next meal. It's that simple. You are still in the fight of this. And I just want you to know, I'm really proud of you. You're doing what most people won't do, okay? So I know this month isn't over, and neither are you. So June isn't done. and neither is your progress. Okay, it's time to just dig in. Now, if you want a free visual guide to help you figure out like when to pre-bolus and when not to, I made a pre-bolus pocket guide. It's free. It's over at yourbestt1dyear.com. And I just love being in this with you guys. Being in the middle of this together is the best. And if you want more of some of these real life T1D moments, my new book, Type 1 Diabetes True Stories, it's out right now. It's on Amazon and Kindle. It's got everything in there from diagnosis drama to, a bunch of like how I actually got diagnosed and then the years of me trying to learn through all the hardships afterwards. You might laugh out loud a lot, okay? So new podcast episodes of this podcast, they hit every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I try to keep them around 5 minutes. I'm like at, 5 minutes and 30 some seconds right now. But before we go, I want to just remind you of something, okay? I want to leave you with something that stuck with me. And I mentioned this stat a few weeks ago, but 70% of all counties in the United States, they don't have a single endocrinologist. 1 out of every 4 people, they delay insulin, and it shouldn't be this hard to stay alive. And Blue Circle Health is proving that it doesn't have to be. They offer everything from like technical support, emotional coaching, prescription assistance, and beyond. They're basically flipping the system on its head, and it's free care and it's real support. So you can go to bluecirclehealth.org and sign up for free. Okay, nobody remembers easy, but you are doing this. I'm proud of you, and you're building something real. I'll see you next time.